Hello and welcome. I'm artist Charles Wolfe, and this is Impulsive Artistry. Now normally, I paint on a canvas that looks like this. Sometimes I even paint on a canvas that looks like this. But today I'm going to be painting on a canvas that looks like this. Today we're going to start with a very tiny canvas, like I mentioned in the intro. I'm going to grab some titanium white, cobalt blue, and use our round brush to blend that together and start to put this on the top 1/3 of the canvas. A little more white here. Going to use my FILBERT brush to lay this in. In this painting, I'm going to be switching between a FILBERT brush and a round brush. Lots of white. Today's painting is based on a photograph that I took on a recent trip to Florida. Touch more white, simple little landscape, very easy to paint, and a lot of fun to create on this mini canvas today. Touch more blue at the bottom here, some more white, soften that up. The color is going to set off the cloud slightly more, and you can see the white of the cloud. The blue at the bottom needs to be lighter than the blue above, so it has a nice gradation to it. Again, typically the sky gets lighter nearer the bottom, closer to the horizon. Adding white. It's pretty fast painting on a small canvas. You've already filled in most of the sky. Let's mix together some permanent green, white, cadmium yellow, and a touch of the Mars black. This will be our yellow-gray mix moving forward. Using just the tip of that brush, I'm going to put in little dabs for some trees in the far distance. Even thinner here, basically a line way off in the distance. A little bit bigger over here. Even though it's a mini canvas, I want some great depth today. Back to my blue and white. I can make this white pop more where this cloud is coming across. And back to my white. Back to my dirty FILBERT brush, cadmium yellow and permanent green mixed together. Get a nice kind of lime green going. A little bit of white and black on that brush as well, because it's a dirty brush, like I mentioned. The sun is so bright, this color is very vibrant. fill this in, a little more green. Back to my yellow. Being careful not to brush over those trees in the background. Okay, yellow-gray mix with some green in the black. Get some darker green by adding more black. Let's use a round brush first with some yellow and gray. Pull out a few little details. Break up this mid-ground grass, marsh here. A little more yellow, a little more white. Bring in a lot more of the gray at the bottom here, using just the edge of my brush. Brighter lime green mixture. Gonna cover over some of the gray and just move things around as needed. Back to my dark green mix, a clump of grasses. More of my yellow-gray mix. Vertical strokes, touch more yellow, dabbed here and there. More of the black, adding some white to that, and the yellow. Get a nice muddy color here. Darken that up, and just toss that in. Lots of black. Really dark. Permanent green, dirty brush, and we'll start to push back that black a little bit, blend it out. More yellow there. Need that dark color to hold down the area. A little more black at the bottom. A little more of the gray mix in the back. Straight into the cadmium yellow. Bring out some more highlights. Filbert brush, yellow-green mix. Get that lime green going again. And we're going to dance this into this clump of grasses sticking up on the bank of a little canal that was by the road. Beyond are brackish salt marshes, lots of wildlife and birds, alligators out in the marsh. It looks like you can walk on it, but there's so much water that it's impossible. Just hidden by the clumps of tall grasses sticking out. Here is some cobalt blue and titanium white mixed together. That color is going to be hitting the black at the bottom of this darker shadow we've placed for these grasses along the edge of the bank. And it's going to blend in to the blue and darken it further, pushing it more gray, and that's perfectly fine. blending out. More white. Almost done. Blending, getting some of that gray mixture for shadow. Back to my darker mix, gonna reflect some darker colors down below. Lots of the black there. Back to my blue-white mix, softening the edges, blending out a little bit more. Okay, round brush, lots of white, pure white, clean brush. And start to blend into the blue. Get some of the reflections of the clouds above. Touch more of the blue. Cleaned off my FILBERT brush. Touch of cad yellow in the distance here. Make that pop more, and we are done.